What is going on YouTube? It's your boy NevinTheBarber, and in today's haircut tutorial I'm going to be going over a burst fade with a textured fringe. So to get right into today's tutorial, I'm going to go ahead and start off using the all new Rain trimmers by Stylecraft. And since this is a burst fade, I'm going to be sure to create a circular bald line around my client's ear. That way this fade can burst out in every single direction in a circular shape. So now that I have this first initial guideline set with my trimmers, I'm going to now come in with my 1.5 guard lever all the way closed on the all new Stylecraft Rain Clippers. And I'm taking this guideline going up about 1.5 inches. This is basically my foundation guideline right here. So my fade isn't going to be going any higher than this initial guideline that I'm creating. And now I'm going to go ahead and do some clipper over comb to blend up into the parietal ridge as well as the occipital bone on the back of my client's head. And this step right here is basically saving me from using the number 4 guard, the 3 guard, and the 2 guard. And for the next step in my haircut, I'm going to be using the half guard with the lever all the way closed. And I'm taking this guideline up, going up about 1 inch. And right here, I'm basically just using the corner of my blade to set in my guidelines. Now with the half guard lever all the way open, I'm going to go up about another inch right above my previous section. So essentially all I'm really doing right here with my fading system is I'm putting my guidelines going up, and then I'm going to come back down and erase each guideline that I create. So the half guard is basically creating the contrast of the blend. This is where the majority of your fade is going to stand out using the half guard. So just keep that in mind. The fade happens from the 1.5 down to the 00. So when you guys are doing your haircuts and really trying to get a nice clean blend, always remember that the half guard is really what's going to bring your fade to life. And now I'm going to go ahead and line up my client's vertical bars as well as his C-cups before erasing that last initial guideline. And I always like to do this before erasing the last guideline because I feel like it just brings more pop to the edge up. So if you guys haven't tried this fading system out, feel free to try it out and let me know how it works for you guys. If you guys have been subscribed to my channel for a while, you guys know that I only use the 1.5 guard as well as the half guard. Not only do I think this is the fastest and easiest fading technique, but it's very efficient as well, and it works on all hair textures. So now that I have the C-cups as well as the nape lined up, I just have to come back with no guard lever all the way closed on my clippers. And I do have my clippers 0 gapped, which makes this specific step right here that much easier. Otherwise, you guys are gonna have to come back with your trimmers to knock out that stubble line to blend the skin into the 00. But just use the corner of your blade when you guys are doing these steps. It's a lot easier to use the corner rather the entire blade because you can get a much more precise cut with the clippers. And if you guys have learned anything in this tutorial so far, please be sure to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I am on the road to 300,000 subscribers, and I do appreciate each and every one of you guys who does tune in and show love to my videos. And now that I have the blend complete, I'm going to go ahead and saturate my client's hair on top before doing some shear work. I always like to wet and saturate the hair before doing shear work because it's a lot easier to work with wet hair rather than dry hair when it comes to using the shears. And I'm just going to start doing some point cutting on my client's crown. He did want to take off about 1.5 inches to 2 inches on top. And he is going for that messy textured fringe look, which is why I'm doing point cutting rather than blunt cutting with the shears. So just keep that in mind. If your clients ever ask for a textured fringe or they want volume on top, I always recommend doing point cutting rather than blunt cutting. And now I'm just doing some shears over comb up into the parietal ridge and the crown area. And this is just creating a much more softer finish on top of the fade up into the crown. I personally like to use my shears when blending up into the crown rather than using the clippers, because the shears are going to give me a much more softer finish. And if you guys are interested in purchasing these shears right here, feel free to message me on Instagram at NevinTheBarber and I will get you guys squared away. They are made of the highest quality Japanese forged J2 steel. So if you're looking for some high quality shears, feel free to message me, and like I said, I will get you guys squared away with a set. And now with my NevinTheBarber Turkish razor, I'm gonna come in using my straight razor up against the grain of the hair, which basically just means I'm taking that razor blade up against the hair follicle in the direction that it grows out of the scalp. And if you guys do want to learn how to market your business and create viral content, as well as getting brand deals and even monetizing your content to get another stream of income, I did just recently drop my online barber academy. So it's now open for enrollment. The link is in my bio if you guys are interested in signing up. Like I said, I really go into depth on not only how to market your business and get booked out, but also how to get brand deals, as well as monetize your content to get another stream of income. So if that's something that you guys are willing to invest in and really take your business to the next level, the link to enroll is in my bio. And you guys do get live one-on-one coaching calls with me every single week. So you're also paying for me as your accountability partner. But just a heads up, if there's any of you barbers out there that really want to take your skill to the next level, I've created an online barber academy specifically for you guys. And for the other side of this burst fade, you guys can see that I'm doing the same exact steps. I first got my initial trimmer line, followed by the 1.5 guard all the way closed. And now I'm just doing some clipper over comb to blend up into the parietal ridge bone and the occipital bone, just to get a nice clean transition into the bulk. And now with my 1/2 guard lever all the way closed, I'm going up about another inch with this guideline right here. And you guys want to be sure to give yourself enough space with each guideline. That way when you come back down to erase each guideline, you have enough room to get a nice clean blurry fade. This is really what's going to create that blurry transition within each step. So make sure that you guys are giving yourself enough space with each guideline that you are creating. Otherwise, the blend is going to look too compressed. But at the end of the day, there's really no right or wrong way to do a haircut. You guys really just have to find a system that works for you. Like I said, I've been cutting hair for 12 years now, and I can honestly say that this has been the most efficient system for me personally. I did create this fading system on my own through trial and error. And honestly, it works on every single hair texture. And if the steps are done correctly, it's a very bulletproof system. So now that I have that step complete, I'm gonna go ahead and line up my client's C cups as well as his vertical bars. And if you guys do want to save some money on any of the clippers that I'm using in this video, feel free to use my discount code NEVIN10 on the Stylecraft or Gamma website. These clippers right here are honestly hitters right out the box. I did not have to zero gap these, but they do cut very, very close. So that's another thing that I really like about the Stylecraft clippers. They come very sharp right out the box, but if they're not sharp enough as you please, you can always zero gap them to the point where you guys want them to hit. And now for the final step in this fade, I just have to use no guard lever all the way closed to flick out that last guideline, blending the 00 up into the 0.5. And it's really all of these small details that's really gonna make your guys' haircut pop and stand out. So like I said, if you guys do all of these steps properly, you should be able to get a nice, clean, seamless blend as well. And like I said, if you guys haven't tried out this fading system, Feel free to try it out and let me know how it works for you guys in the comments. I do appreciate any feedback that I get from you guys. And if there is any specific tutorials that you guys want to see, I do drop weekly barber tutorials. So feel free to drop what you guys want to see in the comments, and I will try my best to get them out for you guys. And same thing right here, taking my straight edge razor up against the grain of my client's hair follicle just to get that hairline as sharp as I possibly can. Not only will your client appreciate all of these small details, but this will increase your chances of retainment on getting that client to come back and return to you. So now that I have the razor work complete, I'm gonna go ahead and do some point cutting on my crown area for my client. And like I said, when it comes to doing a textured fringe or any haircut that you want to add volume to on the crown area, it's always best that you guys do point cutting rather than blunt cutting. The point cutting is going to add more texture and volume, whereas the blunt cutting is going to be for more comb overs and just straight hair all the way across the crown area. And right here, I'm just finalizing up this blend, doing some shears over comb with my NevinTheBarber shears. But as you guys can see, with the few simple steps that I showed you guys, I was able to get a nice, clean, blurry burst fade. And now that I have my shear work complete as well as my clipper work, I'm just gonna finalize this haircut, adding some volume powder as well as some sea salt spray, just to give my client that nice finish. It's always important that you guys educate your client and show them how to style their hair. But you guys can see how the volume powder as well as the sea salt spray really made this haircut stand out. But that is about it for today's haircut tutorial. Once again, if you guys learned anything in this video, please be sure to hit that like button, drop a comment letting me know what you guys want to see next, and subscribe to my channel if you are new. But it's been your boy NevinTheBarber, and I'm out. I'll see you guys in the next one.